Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera. We got Doug in the house.
Hey, yo.
What's going on, Doug? Why the face, buddy?
What?
What happened?
Nothing. Itchy head.
Itchy head. We got Nate in the house. We're doing work to the 50, obviously. Me and Doug are going to try to apply a panel to the back here, to the back window. Nate is doing the front end and the front suspension. He's got one side put together, and he's taking this side apart right now. What's going on is we're trying to get this thing lowered down, and Nate has cut one spring. When he gets it out and gets rock and rolling to it, if we're still doing this, we'll show you exactly how we're lowering the front end. If it's not lower enough, well then he'll do it again, obviously, and make it work. But me and Doug are going to put this piece in right now, and Nate's going to work on the front end. Thanks for coming back. We really appreciate it. We really do. Did you have a good Christmas, Doug?
Sure did, man. Sure did. Ate lots of food.
How about you, Nate? Have a good Christmas?
Got some cool presents.
Everybody had a good Christmas?
Yes, sir.
We have got the one chip challenge that was sent to us over Christmas, and about 20 minutes ago, we were going to give Fina a little treat, or Doug was. Fina did not eat it, so Doug did. Doug ate the tasty treat, the dog biscuit. What?
Fina didn't eat the chip.
Fina didn't eat the chip. Fina probably smarter enough to know not to eat that chip.
Anyways.
Not me, though.
What I'm trying to say was, there's a one chip challenge here where you never know, something might happen with it by the end of the day. We'll see what happens. Anyways, Doug made a pattern for this. Doug made a pattern for the back that goes around just like that. The spring fellow.
Nathan.
Doug made a pattern for around the back window. I've cut something out from the pattern. You want to grab this, Doug, old boy? Actually, I'll just pass it over to you. And we got this pattern here. And what I have done is we're going to put it in here. Goes all the way back to the back of the trunk lid. Push it back.
Oh, I got it.
Push back. What happened is it goes on something like so. Now, there's a couple issues with what I did. Nothing wrong with the pattern. Nothing wrong with anything else, how it's cut. But one thing I'm going to say is when we overlap it on this metal here, you can see that this trunk lid has got a big issue going on there. Like there's quite a bit of meat right there. You would have to adjust the trunk lid or shim it down or shim it up, whatever, to make it fit there. So what I thought was I would bring the piece of metal right down to the back, and it kind of gives me a better flow for the trunk lid. Now, when I did that, I cut where the hinges were. Nathan said, well, why didn't you leave the metal there and drill the two holes and go down through the metal, and then you'd have one nice piece. Then I get all not upset, but I got thinking again, and I probably should have done that, probably. We were thinking about deleting these. Everything you do, you must take in accountability that it's work. Like everything you do. So if we take the hinges off, I'm saying there's 3, 4, 2, 6, 7, 8 hours more to do that. Where I have cut them out, I'm thinking that I would have a better fit for the trunk lid. We wouldn't have to shim the hinge or anything. We could just weld around it and leave that down there a little bit, which would be fine. That's what I was thinking. But what I'm trying to say is there's a whole bunch of different ways what I could have done. So basically, I think we're going to go this way. If there's any deleting of the hinges or anything like that, I'm going to have to come in here and put a little piece of metal and repair that, pull that off and do that. But we just want to get this in place, and Doug's going to help me. So we're going to take this back off. If Doug's going to take whatever he can, I've got a line here on the back where it should fit. There's a marker line there where it should fit. We know where it's fitting back here, so if Doug can take the trunk lid, maybe open her up and clean this edge along here. There's a black line, see that black line right along there, Doug? If we can get that cleaned up a little bit, maybe just use that little wheel on the drill, if you will. Nothing too serious. Right this second, I want to take you up front to Nathan before we even go any further. And the reason I want to go here and show this is because if you want to lower your car and you have a coil spring, there was somebody that sent us the information to go buy a coil and to put in it. But to be honest with you, why would I spend the money when Nathan can do it? You know, in all honesty, why would I spend that money? You're still going to do the exact same thing, take the coil out and put it back in. So
the coils are in real good shape in this too. They're good steady.
So we're thinking that.
So the top ring here sets flat up inside the frame.
Yeah.
The pocket that sets up in the frame. Now the control arm is an actual notch. It rings around and sets in the notch.
On the bottom.
On the bottom. So we're just going to cut right directly on straight across. So it's one ring.
From here all the way around to that ring right there, right there. We're going to cut that.
One ring off it and then put it back together. I took a measurement of its ride height before I took it apart this time.
Right. We didn't last time.
It didn't last time. So then we'll just, I'm not going to put shocks or nothing back in it. I'm just going to cut this, put that one back in and set it on the ground and see what the ride height is.
So what generally the rule of thumb is, you're going to get 3 to 4 inches with that one coil cut off, come to that pigtail. You would never measure down your spring and then cut. Don't do that. They'll fall out on you because they'll be too small. So we're looking to get 3 to 4 inches to come down. So do not take your tape measure there and go down, measure down 4 inches and cut your spring, because that does not work. Go to the end of the pigtail and do exactly what Nathan's doing, is to try it out that way. That's the way to do it. So when that gets done and put back in, we'll show you the front end. Alrighty. We might as well take off some paint if we can. Huh? I'll open this up, Doug. You can get the edge. Leave that screwdriver right in there. What, we clean up around there, all around there. Be careful of that. Clean up that edge all the way around to that string.
Bud, I unplug mine, unplug yours, unplug everybody. I woke up this morning and chose violence.
I gotta turn that thing off.
Turn that thing off, bud. What do you got there?
I got half a blade.
You do have the car on stand and the wheel off on the other side. So we're good up here.
Just because they're not playing safe doesn't mean you were, right, Nate?
It hit me right in the foot. Look what did my shoe.
Are you serious?
No, I'm just
I'm gonna say.
No, I'm just kidding, pal. Sorry about that.
No worries.
This morning we chose violence.
You got me though. You did. You got me.
I got ya.
You got me.
I bite ya.
We'll get this tacked off. Get this tacked off.
Usually the buttons won't stay turned on.
I know.
You're throwing Jolene stuff around now.
That you will be in trouble. You start doing that.
I know, really, eh?
Just joking. Jolene will forgive you.
She can get after me. It's okay.
Just got a little bit of filler going on there. Gonna have to dig it out to put our piece on. That's basically all I'm doing. You need any help up, Nathan? Just holler up front. You need any help? You got that all back in by yourself?
I'll put tires on it, set it down here.
Oh, you're a bad cat. Alrighty. We're gonna have to take some. Yeah. Good call, Doug.
There is no paint on this car.
There's not. There's very little product on this car. Like there's a little bit of primer and a little bit of black paint, and that is it. You want help for the front tires? Get them.
Wow. It's amazing, man.
What you gotta do is on new car, bolt that to
Newer. I have a place on this side over here. I've got it welded up all the way along the drip rail. That has to be done. That took a little bit of time to weld that up all the way along that drip rail there. We got that welded on this side. Haven't got it welded on the other side. I've got a little spot going on here. You can see it tucked in there a little bit. I want to get that back out. I don't like that. And I'm going to put this hammer in there, and I'm probably going to hit the end of a hammer and knock that back out. Just going to try to slick it on there. Doug, you want to hold your hand on the edge, just hold your hand right there. Just let me know if I'm hitting the right thing. You got jack stands underneath it. Everything's all good. I just want to knock that out some before I put the piece on. On the right spot?
Come this way a bit. Yeah, lower. This way, lower.
Don't know if I can get in there lower. Ah, I see what's going on. Coming out?
Yeah. Walk a little higher. Yeah, it's coming. There.
Okay, just want to knock it out a little bit. No sense having that low spot there, and the reason being is it just caused filler.
Little caps up that way, but Starting to get
It's feeling pretty good, eh?
Yeah, starting to get that little flow to it there. Yeah. That's better.
What we'll do is we'll weld the piece on, and then we'll get, because it's going to end up putting more heat there anyway. You can see now, if you come back here, if Jolene wants to come back here, you really can see how the posts are all leaned in nice now. You know what I mean? Everything's leaning in towards the roof, because remember before, this was stuck out here. And we got everything leaning in nice. We got to start getting things ground off. The top of the door here, I'm probably not going to use. I think I know where there's another door. I'll get that section under that door. This side's laying good now. The other side's laying good. I brought this ahead a little bit yesterday. I had it overlap there a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll end up building this up a little bit and then taking just a little bit off that edge there. We'll see what happens. This still has to be all welded up and gone through that. That still has to be done. Doug's got the paint coming off that. Awesome.
None on.
Not quite sure about the hinges. You know, oh. Okay, just
Same moves a lot
didn't know
back
what was
here.
going on.
Was there down? That's what I was looking for.
Oh. So he's just lowered it down. What do you think? Another.
Yeah, so we had 29 3/4 and 29 3/4, and we're at 28 1/4. So we're went an inch and
I got to take it back, take a look at it, see. It did drop it down quite a ways, though. It did drop it down quite a ways. What do you think? You want to go down lower? Because the back is obviously coming down lower. I don't mind. To be honest with you, I don't mind that. You know what I mean? I don't mind that. Come take a look, Doug. See if what.
Is it gonna bottom out on us? Should we?
No,
No?
I think the tire, as long as the tire is at the top of the wheel opening, I'm happy with that. The back is what I want lower than the front, and that'll give it a good ride there. That's not going to hurt that whatsoever. What do you think?
I think that looks good there.
I think that looks
You did
good.
it really quick and everything too.
I think it looks good there.
Yeah.
And one side's higher than the other, you think? Oh,
when I took the part, one side was almost half an inch higher than the other. So number one, that's 25 there. It's still probably the same.
Perfect. Just leave it.
what do you think? Perfect?
Perfect. Just leave it.
Yeah, there's about 3/4 of an inch difference in either side, the same as it was before when I took it apart.
I'm just kind of wondering if I should go down lower. Like this side seems to be up just a little bit higher.
This side's a touch harder than the other side, same as when I took it apart.
So you think that's in the coil?
And the back was a half an inch lower on the driver's side too, same as the.
Okay.
So maybe they put a new coil on the side and not the other on the front.
I'm going to ask Jolene. What do you think, Jolene? Half a coil? You want another half a coil taken out of it? Or is that lower enough? I think once the back's lower down, I think the front's going to be fine.
The front will come up just a little bit and the back is
Oh, come on.
because weight transfer.
What do you think?
I think it should be another half inch in the front. That's just my opinion.
Okay, go for it.
Half a coil.
You called it. All right, we'll get
That's
this.
my opinion. It's
Okay,
not whatever
go
it
for it.
We should squat your Bronco, shouldn't we?
It already is. They don't like it.
And you don't like it. All right, let's put this piece on. Actually, let's roll this piece. We got this piece going on the back. We have the piece right there. We can stick it through the roller so it sticks on there. So it goes on nicer, I'm thinking. But then again, it would be nice to have pressure on it for it to come down. I'm thinking that we're going to leave it flat instead of rolling it. That way there, when we push it down, there'll be pressure on everything, keep tight pressure on everything. As we did the roof on this thing, that is butt welded together. There's all kinds of pressure on that. That's really good. That's really good. It's going good. Doug's just cleaning that off there for a second. See, Doug, see if I can get in there with this.
Get the
Wash yourself.
It's okay if you hit your hand.
Yeah. All right, let's put a piece on and see if we can't rock and roll this thing. So will you cut a little bit more out of one spring than the other to make it?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Because I'm thinking this passenger spring is,
I want a rag to wipe that off.
I'll take 3/4 of it, right like this.
All right. I'd like to have that rounded a little bit there because it's going around, but then again, I'm not sure. Let's set it on, see what it does. So we could put this through the roller, but we're not, I don't think we're going to, and the reason being is, when we push it down, it'll give it nice pressure for it to stay up. That's what I'm thinking. And we're going to try to get the same all the way around the back window here. As you can see, as I push that down, watch what the metal wants to do. It wants to hop back up again. So I'm thinking that's what we're going to do. And where we have it on the hinges, we'll place it on the hinges so it's the same distance. Push, come my way a little bit, go that way a little bit. Nope, back a little bit. I just want to make sure we got a distance in between the hinge. When I weld that on, and I go to put that hinge back on, there's going to be a little bit of filler going around there, but I want that hinge to set flat on that catwalk there, so it takes up this here. Also, we've got this going on. I don't know if the longer one's the best one or not. We want to get that going on. See, we got a little gap going on down there. We basically want to run on that playing field. It's not bad. I think I want to take a little bit of this. Just leave it there for a second. I'm going to draw a mark on it. We got a nice gap going on here. I think it fits good. This one here just needs to be straightened out a little bit. Nathan has made the executive call to take it down lower. Made the executive call. Haven't you?
Squatted like a Bronco, right?
Squat like If the hinges were in perfect condition, I probably wouldn't mind it so bad, but they're not in perfect condition, so that's where I'm kind of hesitant of using them, but I don't mind them. See what happens. Come in.
Nobody home.
Nobody home? There's a lot of people like that, nobody home. All right. That's good. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Jolene to pause for a second. I got to use the little boys' room and have a nervous pee, and then I'll be back. Hold position, Doug.
Pee pause.
Pee.
Yes,
Do that like that. We're using some of our extension cords and plug-ins that we have. And we have a lot of them because people have sent them to them and we still have them, but I'm not throwing anything away until it's time to throw it away, and then I'll bring out the new stuff. That's how it rocks and rolls for me.
This new retractable one works pretty good.
The new what? The retractable one works pretty good? You like that?
Oh, man, up there,
Whoop, whoop. Awesome. Alrighty, so what's going to go on here? I think what's going to go on is we're going to center, we're going to do probably center this the best we can. And we're going to put this on the best we can. And we're going to try to make it have the same line all the way around the back window. That's why we had that line on there. I think for me, in all honesty, we'll turn that welder on. So Nate's going through double trouble. He's doing it again. You want to stand back here, Doug, and just make sure that what I want is I want that to fit there on this edge here. Like I got a little bit of sand and take it on that one.
Yeah, that's it.
A little bit of sand. I wonder if I should tack them there, and then I'll know. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tack them on these corners here, and then we'll go from there. That's me gloves. All right. So one is going to hold it. Oh, come on. One. Yeah, that's fine. You're just trying to get the same space in between the hinge part. Are you good there on yours, Doug?
Yep, that's about the same line.
I'm going to nail that sucker on right there. It's not a bad tack because I can get the zip cut and take that off. I got to scoop that in there a little bit. I can see that, but we're on our line. That's looking good. We're on our line. That's looking good. Just going to go the other side. See, this is looking pretty good. I want to see the distance, like this distance here. And this distance here. Look good. Looks good. Just going to tack that on there. We can always take it off. We can always take it off. Just two little tacks. Fits along good along that edge. I'm going to do this. I'm going to tack it in the center. Let's put your side down, Doug. See what happens. Hold your side down. See what. I heard a spring fall out. Just a sec. We took it down too far? We haven't got nothing. Okay, I didn't grind it off the other side either. That looks good, don't it?
Yeah, doesn't bad at all. I mean, our weld's holding.
Yeah, let's come back this side.
Slip right in there.
That's pretty good too, isn't it? Huh, Doug? That looks good, don't it, buddy?
It's fast.
Cut that off a little bit. Take a little bit of that probably and get it come down. Let's tack it in the center. What's that, sweetheart? Nope. You're good. We're going to tack it in the center because I think that's the right place to start in this bad boy. It's right in the center. Got the same distance there.
It looks tight up there, man.
Looks closer there, doesn't it?
Yes.
You see here?
It does too. There it is closer. You want to measure it? Back when you do the...
I'm going to take the flapper wheel to that. I think I want to. Your side looks like it. Your side looks good, don't it?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Let's take a little bit of here. Is it? Sometimes it's better to, when you get going on something like this, is grab the sander and start using the sander because it takes off less than the cutting wheel. I'll hold that down the center. Don't hold down too tough. That moves down, don't it? Just let it set easy. Come on, helmet. Maybe it's just where I got it sanded up higher on that side than this side. Is that what's making it look different?
It's got that slope to it.
No, I know it got that slope to it, but the distance is what I'm thinking about. From here, from there to there, and there to there. We're a little different, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. You have to bring your side down.
That better?
Yeah, I think it's quick work of it, don't it?
Makes quick work of it, don't it?
Sure does.
Sure does. I don't know, Christy, I don't know. Just hold it so it's tight.
Yeah.
I guess. Come on, this side, Dad. And obviously, we're going to have to, when we weld that out, that's going to have filler up there so we can make that line in the end what we want it to make it. But tight there, is it, Doug?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, very.
Go the other side. Is it tight?
Tight and right.
Watch it. I think what's going on is I scraped more paint off up here. It's giving me a different look.
Yep, yeah.
Come over this side and hold this one down.
Throwing you off a bit. The green tape and the...
That one's going good. Is that tight?
Yes, sir.
Good. This one's tight. All right, good to rock and roll. I'm just gonna bring it, just for shits and giggles. Let's try our tape measure right there. Shits and giggles.
Giggle, giggle.
Giggle, giggle. 1 1/8. 1 2 ticks.
2 tickies.
That's right on the money. Right on the money.
Right on the money.
Right on the money.
Good.
I'm going to give this to Doug. He can look at it, open it up, and do whatever he wants with it.
You might not get much work out of me if I eat
I
that
always
thing for a
say-
minute, right?
Everything I'm doing here, I'm just tacking it on. So if it doesn't make us happy in the end, we cut it off. You know, basically. Fitting up tight and right there, are we done?
Yeah, you might want to.
Yeah, I'm going to get you to hold. I'm going to cut that off.
That, don't it?
I'm going to cut that off. And this pressure here that we have here, you must admit, it holds the rest of it when there's that pressure there. I'm going to take and unplug this bad boy for a second. Cut that off. I'm going to get you to hold down on that with maybe a wooden hammer. Not sure if I should go back a little bit further, but that seems like it should go in a little bit, but. See if you can come up here and hold down the
some pressure on her.
Oh boy,
It's
that's
tight.
yeah. Maybe we want something different. I'm not sure. Maybe we want the no, I do not. It's fitting good. Go for it.
Yeah, am I bending it?
Yeah,
Am I
yeah.
denting it?
All right, let's go with that for a second. Just holding it, making it in place.
She's got some pressure on her there, doesn't she?
Hold it right here, bud. It fits nice all on there now, don't it? Let's maybe get ready. Yeah, I just don't want to get the buckling in going on here, right?
I know what you mean.
Let's
It
hold it
looks
down.
like it's gonna buckle right there.
Does it? Yeah, might have to lift that back up again. Let's hold this. Let's go easy. Let's go easy. All right. Let's do this one. Go easy. Good. Tight. Tight it. Yep. Okay. And we are. Cut that off. We're using the wooden hammer, bring it ahead a little bit. We were using the wooden hammer because we don't want to dent the metal. Or I don't want to. If we can help it, I think that's going to hold it. No dents. We don't want no dents. No dents. Got to cut this off. Watch yourself, Doug. That was a poor choice of a tack. Poor choice. And our reason being is it's hard to get off. Screwdriver.
No.
Well, just kind of knock it off the hand here, see if we can't get it off. Come on. Just don't want to grind the rest of the metal. You know what I'm trying to say? Oh.
Thanks, bud.
Just go, yeah, so that's...
There's that much pressure on it now.
Down heavy.
That's cool, bud.
Yeah. Nice. That laid in there really nice.
That's better, yeah.
Probably could have cut that back a little bit further. Still can. I'm gonna.
What I do is, on these, I'm cutting the ring off. I take a piece of wire and wrap it around here, so I know that's a full ring, right?
Yeah.
So then I just bend the wire in half, pull the mark, and I know it's half.
Gotcha.
So then I want to do a 3/4 of a ring, so I cut that in half, bend it over in half again, come over, mark my 3/4. I know it's a third of the full ring. So I know that one's. I took 3/4 of a ring off that one, half a ring off the drivers. The drivers was up to half.
She's going down. She's going down. Nathan ain't messing around. She's going down. Just gonna hammer that in there because I like where it's
Everybody
in.
uses different things, but I just want to use the wrap it around.
Yeah? Just want to knock that in there a little bit. You want to hold that there, Doug, or hold the screwdriver there. And I'll tack that in there. Just hold the screwdriver right on that point. Yeah. Nice. Now we're nice and tight up on the top here again. Watch your eyes. nice and tight here. Wherever, I guess when I say tight, probably means I'm going to hit it with the welder probably. Okay. I'm thinking that we're up there a little bit on this. We'll probably end up zipping that and knocking that one down just a little bit tighter. Hold down maybe with your screwdriver right on that edge. Screwdriver maybe. Put it right on that weld if you will, like right there like that. Pull that down tighter if you can. Yeah, good. That's tighter. Good. And then I can knock all this down. I can hold that down, make that go where it needs to be. Just don't burn my fingers, that's all. I'm just going to knock this on. Probably shouldn't be knocking it on right now. Probably should be going to the other side and see what it's looking like. Because if I have to knock it off, then I have to knock all of them spot welds off, not just a couple. That's fitting good along the back. That's going to give us a little more meat around the back. Gonna have to
Shave in there too.
get a little, bring over our zip cut. I want to nice and tight. That's what we want. That should be good enough. I think that'll reach, won't it, Doug? Or? Sure it will.
Sure will.
That's good enough. We got lots. We got lots. Unless I'm tying knots around the... Wow.
You could have wrapped the Christmas presents, wouldn't you?
I didn't wrap any Christmas. Jolene did all that stuff. She was amazing. Jolene was amazing. Where am I going to stick that? Should be some ground there. I'm not sure. Let's run this around, and then we'll do the bottom like we did before. Don't hold down.
We're
Just
tight.
tight enough that it needs it.
Yeah, we're tight.
That's tight. All right. That's good. I got it. No problem, Doug. Didn't we have to? We had to take them off after we did this, didn't we? So I have to put this ground somewhere else. Right there's fine. All right, Doug. Let's start here. Put this down. Yeah. I'm gonna try this one here. You might want your, not sure if you want the poker. Yeah, that might work for you. See, you can just poke it right on the edge instead of, I don't want it right on the edge. What's going on there? There's a little bit of filler there, and I didn't strip it all the way out. Come up here.
I think that's the first fill we found in this car, isn't it?
It is. That comes back up, I hope. Don't push down. Yeah, it's good. Now, one thing I didn't do is clean that off. Let me clean that off.
Slap your wheels.
Watch yourself. I like this better, actually. All right, old buddy, come on over. Right there would be great, around the edge. That's good. Yep. Yep. Back up a little further. That's good. Come right up here. No, get right on there. Keep hold it. That's good. Perfect. Tap that down with a hammer. So that's basically our panel, and I'm hoping that we have no work to do. What I'm hoping to is to get it in there, get that panel put in there, so there's no work to do to it other than fill this line out, fill around here. We had a little bit of fill here before, and once we get on this edge, there's no filling here whatsoever. We'll just grind that off and make it nice. Around the hinges, we're going to have a little bit of issue going on because they're going to be welded around there. We're going to have to do a little bit of film work, but I want that hinge to actually stay exactly that low so we have a good thing going on here. Or we're going to have to shim and make the trunk lid try to fit better, and that's the stuff that takes time. Nathan has got, have you got both springs in and out already? Oh wow, awesome. So we're going to get to show you another thing too. We're going to get to show you with it down on the ground. Let's get this bad boy up in here. That looks good to me. Mm-hmm. You want to take a look at this here? Jolene's trying to film two things at once here. We've got a nice thing going on there. Fits all the way up there, very nice. With the roof, you can see how we've got the roof. What's going to entail of filling the roof out? You can see the gap that's where it's butt welded together. And I just did the exact same thing I always do. Follow the top piece, run the zip cut through it all. You can see on the inside. You can see on the inside how clean it is, how it's butt welded together. I can't really see it. Can you get a light to that? Doug the man. You can see how it's butt welded together there, and our screw holes that we messed up. We've got the package tray back in place, all welded back on. The braces are welded back on. I think it's going to make a car again. Slam the door. We're going to let Nathan drop the front of this bad boy because we've got the back piece put on. I got to take a look. Cool. And this is the way I want it to do the chop on it. You can see on the chalkboard how the roof is the roof. And then I said we were going to extend it back. So basically that's what has happened. We put the roof on, we banged the roof head, we chopped it, we set the window as far as we could to make it look decent, and then we lengthened out the catwalk. So that's basically the chop done on this car. We made one panel to chop the car. That's exactly what I wanted. Not looking to do exactly what somebody else has done. I'm trying to make my own build, to be honest with you, or our own build, me and Doug and Nate, we're trying to make our own. You can see, or I can see, looking at this is a bit high right there. I think that has to be taken down or scooped out a little bit. I'm gonna have to knock that off maybe. It's sitting up a bit high there. I can see it and I can feel it. That one's good on that side. Yeah. So we'll go up here front with Nathan. Doug's gonna help put the front wheels on. Awesome. Looks good. Do you want the wheel on this side, Nate?
There's nuts in the
Yeah, another one?
I'll take some.
No, just- I got three for you.
Okay, cool.
Can't find my goodies. There they are. There's my goodies.
You didn't scope her out first.
No, this gives me
Look at the
good.
scope. We got her.
She gonna go to the ground this time? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Second good sock.
Yeah. And then we're gonna have to lower the back. I'm gonna have to cut that out.
We're still just trying to get the shocks and gaps.
What do we do here?
See how it's feels high there? See how it's high? Just gotta cut some more of this out, or I'm gonna just knock that down a little bit.
Flap wheel it out.
I think I'll probably zip cut it out because I've got it hard to get the flip rail in there, but Nathan's got the most important thing going on right now, so let's go up here and watch that. You want the jack out? Yeah.
Still have, like I said, there's still sway bars to go back on, and there's still straps to go back on. We'll just see where it's gonna set. Roughly. Right.
Did you tighten those up, Nathan?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't want to flop on her side.
I'll let you chop that. Just-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never do that there.
There we go. There we go.
Push down a little bit.
Yeah, there we go.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I guess basically that's how we're doing the front end lowering. We could have bought coils. The person was nice enough to send the coils so you could go just buy at Napa. They bring them, have it done. But Nathan has done it without spending any money and has cut the coil and is going to work just as good as anything else.
And I took that little extra to that side now, it's equal 27 on both sides. It was 29 3/4 when we started, and it's 27 now.
Perfect. Awesome.
So anybody who needs their truck squatted, message Nathan's.
All right, this is what we're gonna do for the end of the video. Doug's gonna open that box up, take a look at that chip.
Oh man. Really?
And we're not forcing Doug to eat it, but he's just that kind of guy.
Well, I've never tried one before, so I mean,
How do you think you should try it? Do you think
nobody wants to give me one.
We'll try it at the beginning of the video. Not at the
That
end.
might ruin me.
All right. We'll try this again. Maybe we'll get Doug to start it at the first of the video, and then we'll see what happens to him. I can remember watching Oprah Winfrey one time. This guy said he could eat the hottest pickle in the world, and they brought it, or a pepper it was, and they brought up this pepper, and he ate it, and they had to carry him off the stage.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for coming back. We really appreciate it. Got the front end lowered. Got the catwalk piece put in. It's not looking bad. The only place I do not like is right there. It's just a little bit high. There's a lot of welding to go around there. A lot of grinding going on. A lot of welding going up through here, but it's all getting done. We're taking you with us every step of the way. This is day number 4, and you never know. Come on back and we'll be here, that's for sure. Have a great day, everybody.
Day number
and
4?
Happy New Year.
Doing pretty good for